What's up, Ruth? See the community getting together, getting supplies for people who need it out here. Nah, he's still in at the lake house out there. I spent the night in Minneapolis. I was hanging out by the college town to see if it would spread, and it seems to have all gotten stamped out last night. I don't know if I might have helped, because I was like the only person in Dinkytown, and it's usually like thousands of people there on a Saturday night and very few, and I was just walking around with my camera, so you know the cops could see there was nothing going on. They could put their forces elsewhere, I guess. Oh, right now it's super chill. Everything seems to have died down as far as like violence goes. I don't think anybody is really expecting violence right now. This is about more like the cleanup, you know? The storm has kind of come for right now. That's the post office that got burnt down. You can still see it smoldering right now and smell it. One second here.
I got a friend who's cleaning up on Lake Street. So we're all oh yeah.
Alright, one sec. Just posting this to my Facebook, then I'll get going again. So got 2 hands. Wow. Destruction would be an understatement.
Yesterday, little ball from what in time? Come on, don't go through there. The building's unsafe. Come on. There's more tracks than yesterday. It's going to come down at some point in time. Yeah, look at it. Not one of it's hurt. It's going to blow everything off the sidewalk. Yeah, we got it. The piece up there is frolicking out. Take a look up there. It's pushing out. Get out of there. We got it all roped off and taped off.
Okay? Stay right here.
Dang, there goes my Ethiopian vegetarian cuisine.
Okay, so what's your name?
Pablo Antonio.
That monster I can't.
Look at this transformer. Look at that electrical transformer. Holy shit.
That was the main line in right there.
And the temple work is here 5 p.m. to going about 12 hours, around 65 hours for this restaurant, email, for the kitchen, everything. We put my money everything. Unlike friends coming to here, but the only problem, unlike it, like this place, it's very nice. So this is for 2 years working here. 2 years working here. So, wow.
Do you live in Minneapolis? I live in St. Paul. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're about that.
Not all of us can be on the recently uploaded. So I thought, but I test it, don't worry. Don't you tell you because I like this place. The time you open, because everybody happy, something here, the area is nice.
So people came in and paid to do the renovations?
Yeah.
Your friends did?
Exactly. Yeah.
Can you tell me about
Walk up this way.
How's that come down?
Everything is broken, everything is good. But Friday, just no bad
don't think I can order Wendy's today. Holy. I believe these people care, if that's what you're gonna ask. I gotta turn the other way. The wind's too much with the dust in my eyes. I am live right now. This is Minneapolis. This is the epicenter of where I wouldn't say the protest broke out, but the riots. Where the protest really started was the site of George Floyd's murder. I was there. I do have a live stream of that march. And then I also have subsequent videos of the violence that broke out once the crowd reached the police station. This thing doesn't look that screwed up. Does look like Flames got some of it though. Does not look like a cheap piece of equipment. Yeah, thank you, Ruth. I'll go over to the precinct here. This is going to be the third precinct. You know, for a long time, people have been saying that, you know, America's headed towards becoming a third world country. From the images they've shown me my whole life of so-called third world countries, we seem to be standing in one right now. Maybe it's just one little part right now, not the whole country yet. I believe the 5th precinct did start on fire. I believe it was taken over too at one point. Dude, it's just rubble, man. Not really risking myself there. More worried about the structures with like roofs intact. Like that one's like, what, 4 stories up there? About ready to fall over. That's what I would be concerned with. You can see the traffic lights are out. That's something that somebody else could do up here, is start running traffic. If anybody has a vest, I see some people with vests there.
Inside, dude.
Oh, you can just smell it. I'm even smelling it through my mask. Yeah, thanks, man. Trying to stay safe out here. I would agree, major reforms. I think the message has been heard loud and clear. Minneapolis is, I think we're done with it. I think the point is made, and can see what actions they take, you know? But, you know, people are tired of a lot of the BS. How are you gonna hold people inside for 2 months? Did you see the police in Flint, Michigan that laid down their weapons and joined the protest, or the march? They turned it into a parade. That's what they should have done originally when George Floyd got murdered. When we were marching, it took about an hour and a half. If they would have came out and laid down their arms and joined us and said, "We are on your side, justice for George Floyd," I think we could have been in a much different position than today. Traffic's pretty bad because, once again, the lights are out down here. So if you're trying to come down here, it's going to be gridlocked. You see people cleaning up over there still. And whenever the wind picks up, you just you can feel little dust particles get in your eyes. I was just thinking, you know, how many of these older buildings got asbestos in them? People walking around. I got my mask on and respirator. It's very possible. I mean, it definitely expedited it. And why aren't they arrested instantaneously when it's so obvious like that? It's murder. You can't... See what's up with Arby's. I would almost put it in the, or I would put it in the treasonous category for sure. They unraveled the very fabric of trust in the law. Seems to have been fine. I remember seeing people out here watching this building. You just see the traffic. They do got stoplights working up there, but definitely, oh, they just got them flashing. They were not flashing before. Other ones down there are still done. Oh man, it was terrible. It was horrible on so many levels, that video, that event. So in one of my other live streams, there was just like a whole river coming out of this door from all the water. Somebody like broke the water line in there, just decimated all this. You can see random dog food. Just this whole area was full of people just taking stuff out of the back, pulling it in. Stuff's still hot and kind of, you can hear stuff like sparking. I don't know what it is. Dude, part of it is the lack of higher wages, right? Wages have really been stagnant for a while, especially in the lower side, whereas stuff is becoming more expensive. You can't even buy stocks now if you're like making minimum wage. How are you supposed to invest in your future, in your retirement, when you're talking about, you know, stocks that have gone up 10 times in the past 8 years? They'll be prepared for that. This one, they just were not prepared. They didn't think it would get this bad. They were disconnected with the people is basically it. They weren't prepared.
These white ones here.
Not in the position to give that guy a ride right now. Oh, that's true, man. I have not even thought of considering comparing this to Rome for a while. I've been comparing this kind of to the Bostonian rebellion of the Tea Party, and what else have they done? They looted cannons and stuff like that. This is less organized than that. Maybe Shays Rebellion, I don't know. There's definitely been riots before in American history. But American history mimicked Roman history too. As we kind of lose our way with morals was an argument. I believe one philosopher said, was that Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor? As we lose our morals, we become more degenerate or whatever, and society collapses, which makes tough men. And then we get soft again as times get good. Look at all these people. It's almost more people than there were a couple of other nights ago. COVID's definitely one. Market collapse, and then a lot of printing. I think somebody's got to look up the quote, but there's some like bear, market bear. And he was like, well, if we're just going to print money to pay for stuff, why do we even tax? Just print the money. Why do we have this huge like infrastructure system for taxation if we're just going to print money anyways? Printing money solves everything, right? Yeah, what I've been comparing it to, though, the chart is the 1929 crash. And if you look, there was, we pretty much mimicked that first downturn, and then there was some upswing, but it didn't regain its previous high, and then it collapsed, even harder. So we might be coming upon that point if riots are going to be happening, unemployment still. I mean, this isn't a situation where America is booming, in my opinion. And maybe it just lasts, 2 months, 3 months, half a year. Get through it, but just getting back to where we were is going to take, how long is what I'm saying. Who knows? That's true. We are making strides in other places, so that is true. Need to get these guys to come to my house after this. Holy moly. I'm working hard.
You sure they're not from you?
Don't do it. I know I have paper clips everywhere.
I don't think the majority of us want it to collapse. We just don't want a boot on our neck. We don't want this, government always telling us what to do with our lives, Have some respect. If they want us to have respect as people, treat us with respect. It's not too much to ask. This was the one where the dude went in there to get a workout.
just saying, we applaud everybody that's coming down here, but we've got a lot of scared people here. Seriously.
You want to let people know, like, who are watching from around?
No,
Okay.
no, it's been days and days, man.
Because there might be more people coming down right now, you know, let them know.
Yeah, like I said, I applaud people that are coming down.
Yeah.
This, we've been through it.
Yeah, I don't get why people don't want to show their face on camera, really. But, like, how are you going to come out, tell people what to do, and then be like, yeah, actually, I don't want my face on camera? You know, especially when they're just coming out to help. Why are you giving them a hard time? My job isn't to broom here. I'm documenting what's going on, dude. The whole world wants to see, all right? There's tons of people with brooms. I've been documenting this from the start, dude, all right? Oh, absolutely agree, ODO. That could be something that, you know, right now we could do is just release all nonviolent pot offenders. Right now, just release them. Can somebody kick this CIA guy out of here? Trying to cause controversy. If you want me to say something specific, you can always send me $5, right? Do a shout out for you. I'll put gas in my vehicle so I can get back home. I don't have any job. I lost it, man. I was out there working in Colorado as a snowboard instructor, and we got shut down March 14th. Busiest time of the year. That's when we like save up our money for the summertime, you know. The rest of the time we're just mostly breaking even. Spring break we finally are able to get paid and just shut down. State unemployment doesn't apply to seasonal workers. They did change that, but the whole thing's been down. I haven't gotten any money yet from them. Big corporations, they're able to get their money easily, though. Dude, your last name is my first name, dude. What is going on? Oh yeah, dude, if you don't have freedom of the mind as far as like drugs are concerned, do you really have freedom? You should be able to think how you want, and that includes using drugs. The other idea behind it is the inalienable right to pursue happiness. You know, that's usually what drug users are doing. And if you're using a plant extract and you're a Christian, like, okay, let's look at it from a Christian angle, right? Because a lot of time there's like Christian conservative Republicans that are against legalizing drugs. So I want to speak directly to them quick. If you're Christian and you read Genesis, I believe it's 129, I give you every seed-bearing plant, all right? That's a gift from God. You know, it says that's a gift from God. So if you are using the force of government to jail people who are just merely accepting a gift from God, you know, saying, hey, thank you, God. Thank you for having this. Thank you, sir. Thank you, God. Thank you, Father. This is amazing. I'm in pain and this took away my pain. Thank you. If you're able to, you know, say, you know what? No, these people should be put in cages. They shouldn't be able to use God's gift. I think you're the blasphemous one. You're the one who has to go and repent and change your ways. All right, enough preaching. Enough preaching on that side. Can we still get into the buildings? Yeah. If you go earlier this stream, I was kind of stepping in a little bit where it looked safe enough. Yeah, man, I haven't really come out with my views. Like, you know, I might argue on Facebook or stuff, but I wanted to wait till I was older, really experienced the world before I really start pushing my views on other people. I absolutely do want a water. Thank you, sir. Man, community coming together right here.
Go ahead and grab my mask in here too.
All right, thank you.
It's just a little cheap
Yep.
one, but it's something.
Yeah, better than nothing. Thank you, dude.
Yep.
I'm using my t-shirt right now, so this dude is a big help, man. We take a quick sip here. And we'll get back to it. All right, so I think it goes back to Plato's Republic. So part of the problem is you want to have to be a politician to really get into it, right? You have to kind of want and lust after that power. In Plato's Republic, he had the idea that you had to be nominated, right, by one of your, you know, neighbors or, you know, one of your fellow citizens. And then if you were elected, you were forced to do so at threat of punishment. So it's not people who are lusting after power, but people who are forced into the position. Those are the ones who are going to act honorably. Those are the ones who are going to lay down power, was the idea behind that. And yet we have elections where, you know, all you have to do is move to a district that's heavily Democrat or heavily Republican and be extremist, and boom, you're in Congress. And then you get free pay for the rest of your life. A cushy job, don't have to really do anything. Yeah, seriously, just move to a district that's heavily Republican or Democrat, run for Congress in there. When somebody is, like an incumbent is retiring, and you get a cushy job for life.
That's going to be the top half of the situation.
Speak to the extremist base, boom.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Peter, Jackie!
All right, so some people did finally step up to be traffic cops, it looks like. You see, if there's a need, man, it's going to be filled. That's kind of a beautiful thing about humanity. I think we could, like, a lot of parts of society could be run by volunteers in a lot of ways. People just helping out. How fast can you think per, I don't know. How does that even work? How do you test that? How fast can you make thoughts? 800, huh? Wow. I skim way too much. Yellow gloves. Yeah, better than the white gloves. The white gloves get all into it. All right, so we're talking about speed reading right now. Dang, that liquor store is done for. I can pull the general ideas if you've been following the stream. I believe, you know, like, I'm not going to remember everything perfectly, but I think that's part of just how my mind has adapted to the internet, how we can look up information. It's about the general idea, and which is kind of, whoa, stuff spraying in my face. Yep. Yeah, dust in my eyes too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of worried because you don't know if there's asbestos or something in here, you know? Yep. This really could be a danger, hard to know. What? Oh. I got multiple masks on right now, so we'll see. Definitely purifying myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka tonight. That's for sure. Yeah, especially during a big wind. You know, it kind of just catches umbrellas and then boom. Look at all these people just hanging. This is just crazy. There was a community church up here. I'll go back up to it and show what's going on.
What have you guys been doing up to now?
Up to now, we clean up everything. Bags and bags and bags of plastic, rubber bullets, you name it. Diapers, bottles, everything. We've been doing that for 3 days, 4 days now. So, you know, that's the plan, man.
And how did this get started?
Man, we just came over there, man. There's some bags. And it started over here at Target. Y'all probably look at Target over there. Target's still up. So it's like about 2 other people. And once we start cleaning up, you know, people start coming. So after that night, actually that night around 9 o'clock, I set up a GoFundMe. Clean up.
The first night?
Yeah, the first night. Cleaned up during the protest by Marvin Applewhite. So we just asked for $5,000. We got over that amount. So right now, what we're doing now, we're in the process of withdrawing it. So we can get power washers, buckets of paint. But some of this stuff don't need to be painted over. And what I have in mind is right now is once we do pull the cars off, to like employ some teams. Because summer, and that way they can have some extra money.
Money in their pocket.
Just have some money in pocket. It increases their self-esteem. They not get in trouble. They not doing nothing to get in trouble. Because times is hard.
So Marvin, so when a lot of times situations like this, what the world sees is people rioting and causing trouble, and they just see this as
they don't
as
see this part. And this way.
You guys are on like live stream. People see this, act like a fool. Supposed to be coming together as a community. What am I talking about? Playing dumb. Not in anybody's way, dude. Stop making a scene.
Took a picture, he kind of interviewed me. I don't even know what his talk picture is, but he put it up and it went viral. So I got to go for me at 9:30 that night.
You got to be able to edit the media a certain way, right? Control the narrative. No, she walked closer to me. She didn't keep her social distance.
Cleanup has grown so big. If you can look around, everybody have rooms and starting to show up. It just after going viral on the internet, like everybody just start calling. I don't know how many friends on Facebook I have now. I was just talking to Chris. She said, "Wow, your phone ain't stopped ringing, beeping, and buzzing."
So how many people would you say right now?
And hopefully, when it's over, I get some good progress.
Oh man. So like, how dare he give in my story? I did all this work. Well, you're out in the middle of a public street. You don't get to control where people go. I don't know, but I got him on live stream, so you can check with them. You know, we're supposed to be a community, and they're coming and being aggressive. First aggressiveness I've felt since being here were those people. But anyways, I was going to come and show you the community church. Somebody asked about food. How are people getting food? Yeah, we're showing what's going on from the start, man. Well, because they know that they're trying to edit a certain story, you know, like whatever angle they are. And if I have the whole interview there, what are they going to do? They can't edit the truth then. Huh. I didn't see that stuff yet. got more showing up right now.
You know what else you can do? Like, you can take a bag and add $5.
Yeah, really check this out, man. People asking about food. There is food. You are not going to starve. All right? You will not starve. Come up here. Don't be greedy, obviously. People are here to help, though. Community really came out on this one. This is all donations. This is obviously not the food that was looted. If anybody asks it again, you're getting kicked. What? Holy moly, I didn't know this stuff existed in Minnesota anymore. Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is the most valuable stuff around here. That's how you know they're for real. They got toilet paper out, man. Look at that. Yeah, this is a community coming together right here. That's for sure. So yeah, that's what's going on down over here at the church. If you need food, you're in the area, you can't get anywhere, everything's shut down. We got the whole COVID situation down here at this church, Minnehaha Avenue. So, yeah, that's pretty much what went down. Homes aren't hit, churches aren't hit, liquor stores are hit. It's almost like the stuff that is sinful in a lot of ways got hit. I mean, I guess Target isn't, but, you know.
Wow, that's what Paige is trying to figure out, because she actually had a
Churches didn't get hit though, that's for sure. Post office did. I mean, once you see people like the store, like water running out of it, the windows broken, people taking stuff out. At that point, it's like, imagine you have nothing, man. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit there and watch it happen and then live life more in poverty? Or are you gonna go in there and get diapers for your kids? You know? There's a difference between people who are setting fires to stuff, just there to destroy, and people who are trying to like get stuff for their family. Gotta differentiate. And I really do think the focus is gonna be on the more organized side of destroying everything. You know, you can send me money though.
That's like can't happen with me. I don't know. I saw speed days.
This place doesn't look terrible. Pretty chill in here. Oh, WD-40. I wonder if this building is going to get condemned over that. You don't think so?
This is not bad.
Okay. Are you like own this or know someone?
Got some stranger helping, man.
You just helping?
Yeah.
Right on. I don't know if you should give your paycheck to charity. I think perhaps the better route would be to donate when you die. Build up wealth throughout your life, compound it as much as you can, and then donate the majority of it to charity. The little taking money here and there from people, you know. Take it when they die. In Plato's Republic, they suggested the tax of death tax. You only pay taxes when you die if you're a citizen, and foreigners have to pay a sales tax. That's what Plato's Republic basically suggested. No property taxes, none of that, just when you die. And if you die broke, well, you know, some people do. Most people do, all right? God doesn't judge us by how much money you have, all right? That's not what it's about. He's not like, oh, you hit the correct amount of money, you're coming to heaven, buddy. Once again, for people having a hard time getting food, walk on down. What's my opinion of all this rioting, man? Let me get back to you on that, all right? There's a lot of ins, a lot of outs. Let me just tell you, Hennepin County has been corrupt for years. What they've done to my father has been absolutely atrocious. Hangman Ruth can speak to that. absolutely corrupt. He got put in jail for trying to put up a wind turbine on his property. So, meanwhile, the sheriff's son attempted to solicit sex or sexual act from a like 3-year-old or something. Look it up. Stanek, Ryan Stanek, the son of the previous sheriff. All right, and this is a guy, a longtime sheriff. He would come out and make sure weed wouldn't get legalized. So there's been corruption for a long time. It's about who you play golf with up there at Hennepin County with the judges and the court system, and people have had no other option. So that's where I'm at with it. That's my opinion. They've made their point. There wasn't any looting last night. Everything kind of broke off, and we'll see if we do get some changes. My phone is getting low here. I'm gonna have to switch over to my other phone. So if this stream dumps, just refresh my page. All right, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna be working on getting that other one going. Try and keep this live stream going, just kind of showing the community and people who are waking up maybe in other parts of the world how Minneapolis is responding. Yeah, I brought a battery bank. I have it. I grabbed the white cord and it was micro USB and not the iPhone cable. So long story, but this other one I got a battery bank for, so I should be able to go for a few hours, and it's got a solar thing on it. So it should be pretty good as we get going here later on. Let's see what we're at. Yeah, we're at 8% right now. So I'm gonna set you guys up. You can kind of just watch what's going on over here, and then as I get my other stream set up.
It's really hard to get more of this.
That is a nice Audi. Okay, I want to take a look at this Audi though. Okay. All right, now you're going back now. Yep, we're still live for people asking. I'm just switching over to my other phone, and then we'll get back walking around. It seems that the riots for the most part are over right now. I was at Dinkytown all last night. There was nothing going on, just completely dead. So, you know, it wasn't really spreading. People were thinking it was going to spread to maybe other areas. If they're not hitting Dinkytown, it's not going anywhere else. All right, this stream is dying and the other one has just started. Refresh.